coach, right? I'm a full-time coach. Is this something I do for fun? So.
Typically, what I do is, it's television, so I don't need to describe every dribble, every pass. You and I we can have a conversation about strategy at points. There's times that I'll lead you in with a question and say, where was the breakdown on that play? Let you talk for a little bit. If there's a replay, describe what you see here. Or if you notice something, all of a sudden there's one possession, they switch from man-to-man to a 2-3. Feel free to jump in there and say, Argentina's in a 2-3 now. Let's see how that affects this possession. There's times that I'll finish describing something and then I'll pause. Feel free to jump in if you have something going.
Now at this time, would you please rise and remove your caps first for the playing of the Argentina national anthem. Levez-vous pour les hymnes nationaux. Please remain standing for the playing of the Ecuador national anthem.
Welcome in once again to the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton on the lovely campus of the University of Alberta for the second day of play in the FIBA Americas 2015 Women's Championships. I'm Craig Feda alongside my partner Chantel Valet. We've got a pretty good game coming up here, the first of 4 on the day. It's Ecuador and Argentina. Chantel, Argentina did not play yesterday, but Ecuador got a little bit of experience in this tournament so far. They came away with a win. What do you look for today out of these two teams?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Eduard Pinto before the game, and he's obviously very happy about the way his team performed yesterday. First time that he got a chance to bring his team to an international tournament of this caliber. Ecuador beat the Virgin Islands quite handily. And he said to me, you know, today's a big game for him personally. Obviously, he is Argentinian. His daughter even plays for the selection of under 15 for Argentina. He is playing his home country, and he needs to get a win. He would like to see his team advance as far as possible in this 2015 FIBA Americas.
Let's have a look at the starting lineups for Ecuador. Edith Noble-Silla at guard, Marjorie Caicedo at forward, Rosana Pazmiño at shooting guard. Also at forward, number 9, Diana Salcedo, and at center, Maria Mora. She had a very good game yesterday. And for the Argentinians tasting their first action in this 2015 FIBA Americas tournament, number 5, Ornella Santana, number 8, Andrea Boquete, number 11, Melissa Greder. At center, number 17, Gisela Vega. And at guard, number 21, Stephanie Thomas. Our officials for today's game, Antonio Vega from Puerto Rico, Mary-Pierre Malo from Canada, and Robinson Aracena from the Dominican Republic. The FIBA commissioner for today's game is Alvin Boria. Glad you can be with us wherever you're tuned in from, around Canada, around North America, or around the world. We expect another great day of basketball. 4 games today. We start off with Ecuador and Argentina, tipping in just a couple of moments. Then at 3:15 local time, it's the Virgin Islands against Venezuela. Followed up at 6:30 local time by the host nation Canada taking on Chile. Both of those teams won yesterday. And then at 8:45, we will have Cuba getting its first game in against the Dominican Republic. We invite you to get comfortable, get some snacks and a couple of your favorite beverages, and enjoy the game with us. If you're watching online, feel free to open up another browser window. Go to Twitter. You can follow us at FIBA. You get a lot of pictures on Instagram at FIBA as well. We're also on Facebook. Teams exchanging their greetings at center court. Ball's in the air, and we are underway. Vega wins the tip for Argentina, and Greder into the front court. Getting it to Vega immediately, bodied by Mora, and Mora draws the first foul of the game.
Yeah, Vega is a big player for Argentina. She suffered a knee injury about a year ago in the South American Championship, and at the Pan Ams 2 weeks ago, she was not starting, so very good to see her in the starting lineup for Argentina.
Right back into Vega. She kicks it out to Santana, but the pass a little bit too far, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be an Ecuador ball. All these nations and all these teams got to keep the country straight. 4 games a day, 8 teams. So Ecuador with its first offensive possession. Mora pops from just outside the circle, and she hits, and it's 2-0 in favor of Ecuador.
Daniela Mora can really hit that 15-foot jumper. That's the shot she's the best at. She can't extend all the way to the 3, but that is her best range.
Boquete looking, finally gets it to Vega, 10 to shoot. Greder moves toward the baseline, picked up by Noble-Silla. Nice spin move, kicks it into the corner, 3 on the way. That's no good by Vinuesa. And the ball goes out of bounds. It will remain with Argentina. Nice catch and shoot there by Mora. Now Greder, 8 on the clock. Now the long jump shot is no good, and Ecuador comes away with it. Stephanie Thomas on that last shot. Noble-Silla to her right. Caicedo. Back to Salcedo, looking for Mora inside. Now to the right side, Noble-Silla. She runs in, hands it off to Mora. Strong move inside, but could not get it to go, and Argentina is on the run. Thomas looking for Vega, gets it into the low post. Now she kicks it out to Santana. Bit of a mishandle there by Boquete. And another turnover. Argentina struggling to get a good shot off so far, Chantal.
Well, I think that the individual defense that is played by Ecuador is very strong, very good rotations, great communication, and that's what Coach Eduard Pinto is known for, his defensive schemes and the way that he teaches his team to really be one of the best defenses they can be.
Argentina still to crack the scoring column. 2+ minutes into the game. Mora to Salcedo. She drops it out. Caicedo. Little spin move up with the right hand won't go. Mora the rebound, the putback. That's no good. Rebound Vega.
It's good to see Ecuador using Mora a lot. She scored 16 points yesterday. She's one of their best players. One of Ecuador's best players in the entire country, of course. And so 3 shots already for her is good offense. Nice
drive by Boquete, but even better defense by Ecuador. Mora from 17, that's no good. Rebound Stephanie Thomas. Thomas on the left wing. To Boquete, now back to Thomas. Vega in the paint. Out to Santana. That long deuce is good.
Hey, Boquete, yes. So Boquete, that is her play. She shoots the 3 when she is open. Ecuador's going to have to be very careful to not leave her open at the 3.
So we're tied up at 2 with 6:35 to play first quarter. Salcedo, her jumper is no good. Rebound Boquete. Greder into the front court, left side for Stephanie Thomas. Her 3 is in and out. Noble-Silla the rebound, and Ecuador with a bit of a break here, 2-on-1. That might have been partially blocked there by Greder. Now Vega double teamed. Nice defensive rotation there by Salcedo. She came off of Vega and went right to the ball handler and forced the miss. A lot of action, not a lot of scoring so far. Now Boquete pokes it out of bounds away from Pazmiño. Pazmiño sits down and Chum comes in. Eight to shoot for Ecuador. Chum on the left wing, and she's fouled by, that's not Boquete, that is Stephanie Thomas.
Flor Chum is a very good shooter for Ecuador, and she's going to try to get on the scoreboard immediately. Argentina has to look to make sure they don't leave her open.
Noble-Silla circles back around between the rings now, getting the offense set up around the screen by Mora. Takes it herself. Bumped hard, no call. Melissa Greder on the defense. She zips it inside to Vega, but she's stripped on the way up. And here comes Salcedo up the left wing. Salcedo back on the left side, back up top to Noble-Silla. Now Mora. 10 to shoot for Ecuador. Salcedo on the drive and draws the foul.
The referee seemed a little uncertain. Yeah. Both of them were looking at each other. Do we call the block or the charge? But it looks like Greder was maybe just a tiny late on that contact. So
I agree it was the right call, but the two officials looked at each other. I think they were both going to call block immediately, and then they both went, wait a minute.
Well, they both had the right call.
Right,
that's what's
exactly.
Important.
Now Chum around the screen by Mora. She's hounded by Vega. Finally gets it to Mora. 1 to shoot. Not paying attention to the shot clock, and that's going to be a 24-second violation.
Well, that all came from Vega's defense. On that ball screen, Vega jumped into Flor Chum's face, so to speak, hedged on the screen. That created that delay on Flor Chum to be able to pass the ball in time. to Mora.
On a play like that, if the timing's not there, that messes everything up. Now Vega with the nice pass across the paint. Santana's shot won't go. Tipped. Ooh, I thought that went off of Boquete. So Gretter with the three. That's no good. Novosilla the rebound. Bounces it ahead to Salcedo. She takes it. Good defense there by Santana. Now Gretter jets into the front court and is fouled by Novosilla, her first. Second team foul on Ecuador.
The change of speed from Melissa Gretter is absolutely outstanding. She will stop a little bit, hesitate, and accelerate so fast. She does that so well. One of the players in this tournament that does it the best, and she's able to draw the foul almost every single time with that hesitation.
Boquete sits down, and the Argentinian captain, Sandra Pavon, comes on. Deborah Gonzalez on as well. Pavon between the rings, 6 to shoot. Now Vega in close around Mora. Good move, but the shot would not fall. Vega saves it back in, but saved to Caicedo. Novosilla on the run. The shot won't go, but she's going to go to the free throw line. That foul's going to be on Deborah Gonzalez.
Novosilla is not afraid to drive. That's the second time she takes on. Her shoulder dips down, and first time she didn't get the contact, but this time the referee did call it. Good for her to keep attacking, even though she wasn't successful on the first attempt.
Novosilla's first free throw, no good. She knew it as soon as it left her hand. She started backing away from the free throw line, kind of shaking her head a little bit. Novosilla with 6 points and 5 rebounds, along with 7 assists yesterday. Hits the second free throw, and we are at 3-2 with 3:48 to play in this first quarter. There you get a look into the Argentine huddle. Head coach for Argentina, I should say, Christian Santander. We are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at FIBA on both Instagram and Twitter, and then FIBA on Facebook. Join us in the conversation about this outstanding basketball tournament in this lovely city of Edmonton, Alberta. Neither of these teams, Chantal, able to find much in the way of offense so far. This far into the quarter, it doesn't seem like it's not a lot of sloppy play. We're just having a lot of missed shots. What can either of these teams do to try to find some offensive flow?
Well, both of them are 1 for 10, and that gives us a good indication on both of them playing very thorough defense. Their defense is on point, but looking to shoot sometimes a little bit more from the outside, jump shooting, three-point shot. That might try to open up the inside. Both teams have been trying to go inside to Vega for Argentina and Mora for Ecuador so far.
1 for 10, even I can figure out that percentage. Pavon on the left wing. 10 to shoot. Gretter setting up Novosilla for the attack. Stutter step. Now takes the open jumper. Rolls off, no good. Rebound Pavon, but a foul called underneath. It's going to be on Pavon, her first.
And Ecuador's done so well so far to try to keep Argentina off the offensive boards.
That's the 14th foul for Argentina.
We see a little bit of pressure here from Argentina. They went into a 2-1-2 full court. Ecuador attacked well to try to break it, but couldn't convert.
Caicedo with the good look at the layup. Now a three-pointer on the way from Gonzalez. Bang!
What an answer. Just after the pressure. And they're here in the 1-2-2, just a little bit of a different look. And it's successful.
Well, going to that pressure creates a little bit of a sense of urgency, and maybe it makes you think not quite so much, and you play a little more instinctively, and that'll open things up offensively as well.
Sometimes coaches got to expect coming out of timeout that the opponent may come up with a different scheme, and certainly Christian Santander came up with something different and came up with a press. It was a very good call on his part.
Macarena Rosset on now for Argentina. Barani as well. Nice feed from Barani inside to Fiorato, and Celia Fiorato gives Argentina a 7-3 lead. Now a foul against Barani.
Argentina fouls number 10, Christina Barani. Her first personal.
Jessica Preciado. Salcedo's 3 misses everything. Now the baseline drive. Nice take by Macarena Rosset. And Eduardo Pinto screaming for a timeout. Now a 3 on the way from the corner. That's good! Deborah Gonzalez hits the 3 at Argentina just like that. Is up 12-3, and Pinto gets his timeout.
And Greg, it all came after the timeout from Argentina. Right at the end of that first timeout, they switched into full court defense. They showed 3 different kind of presses, mixing up a little bit the Ecuadorian offense, who turned the ball over, traveled, stepped out of bounds, and then it gave energy for Argentina to score on drives and on back-to-back 3-point shots.
And there you see at the end of that play, Ecuador's defenders just kind of left standing there holding their hands out going, well, what's happening here? Well, hopefully Eduardo Pinto will be able to explain to them what's just happened and come up with a little bit of a solution. Now, if you're Eduardo Pinto, how do you counter?
Well, you have to, first of all, calm your team. Obviously, the game was pretty much tied at 3-2, and suddenly, with pressure, the turnovers have been created by Ecuador themselves. They can just take their time and break that pressure and get to run an offense, get a good look. That's what they want to do, limit their own errors. Now let's
Gonzalez,
see
on the pair of 3-pointers. She leads Argentina. She's got half of their points.
It will be interesting to see if Argentina will remain in that press at that point or decide to switch it up a little bit again with less than 2 minutes to go. They have 4 fouls at this team, and so one more foul would send Ecuador to the free throw line, something they want to avoid, and they stay in the full court pressure.
Barahona on now for Ecuador. Novosilla trying to direct traffic, 10 to shoot. Novosilla on the attack. Good drive. Her layup just rolled off the back iron. Here comes Argentina again. Nice cross-court pass to Pavon. Gonzalez. Shot blocked. Fiorato gets it back. 7 to shoot. Tough shot inside. Nicely done by Sandra Pavon. And it's 14-3 in favor of Argentina. 1 minute to play.
Argentina is now relentless in their defense. They're keeping the pressure back into a 2-3 zone.
Nice shot by Preciado.
And their 2-3 zone does leave the high post area, the free throw area line open. So good offensive execution from Ecuador at this point to take their time and break it down for a nice shot.
Little screen roll. Oh, she had Fiorato in the paint. Long jumper on the way, though, is good by Agostina Barani. And it's 16-5.
Well, one thing for sure, they were 1 for 10, but that shooting average went up the roof. They haven't missed an outside shot since their timeout.
A 14-2 run over the last 3+ minutes. Three-pointer on the way, won't go at the end of the first quarter. So Argentina, after struggling offensively for most of the first quarter, explodes for a handful of points down the stretch. Ecuador, meanwhile, continued to struggle through the entire quarter. The first quarter ends with Argentina on top by the score of 16-5. We're back in Edmonton in just a moment. Welcome back to the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton. It's the Group B preliminary round contest between Ecuador and Argentina. After one quarter, it's Argentina 16, Ecuador 5. Leading the way for Argentina is Deborah Gonzalez with 6 points. Preciado and Mora each with 2 for Ecuador. The Argentine bench outscoring Ecuador 14-2 in this game. A 16-8 rebound advantage for Argentina in that first quarter. Argentina back on the attack. That's Pavon. Gonzalez around the screen. Now the skip pass to Pavon. 3 on the way. Short. Rebound Fiorado. Gonzalez between the rings. On the drive. Gives it up to Sandra Pavon. She wasn't expecting the pass. She was cutting in to try to go for the rebound off the shot, but she found herself with the ball in her hands.
Yeah, that's not a bad option either. Just to get out there, and she drew the foul. And Greg, you were asking earlier, how does Argentina come and score? And they were 7 for 9 after the timeout. And sometimes when a team cannot score good on offense, scoring off the defense is probably one of the best things to do. And they came up back into that game by pressing and trying to get scores on the defense. And now they are back playing 5-on-5, half court, and they're able to find each other a little bit better.
Second free throw by Pavon is good. With 17-5, the foul was on Anabel Barahona, her first. Lasso into the game now for Ecuador. Her pass is tipped and deflected and stolen. Rosset can't connect on the layup on the fast break. And then Ecuador throws it away. Anabel Barahona was trying to hit Noble-Silla, but a little too far for the 5'7" guard. Fiorado and Gonzalez sit down. Gretter and Vega back on. Vega on the post, into the corner. Now Gretter on the attack. She hits the floor, misses the shot, and Ecuador on the move. Salcedo, she's got to back it out after Rosset cut her off. Caicedo back into the game to Preciado. Her short jumper won't go. Greder to Pavone. Back to Vega. She tried to give it to Barani. And it was deflected out of bounds off of Ecuador. So Vinuesa now comes on for Ecuador. She replaces Caicedo. Nice ball movement off of the inbound pass by Argentina. Barani goes up and hits.
Hey, what a turnaround jumper for that post player. Very skilled, just turning around. She knew exactly where the basket was. Good play for her. (19-5) in favor of Argentina. Now the high floater off the glass by Noble-Silla won't go. And the rebound fought for and finally controlled by Vega. Three on the way. Well, Seth couldn't connect, but Ecuador unable to come away with the rebound. Greder getting the offense set back up, 10 to shoot. She attacks on the screen roll. The defense just kind of sagged, and she went all the way there. And now Pinto, Eduardo Pinto, wants another timeout, his second and final timeout of the half. That's Melissa Greder's hesitation. We sit really well right here. She hesitates and almost stops, re-attacks. Look at the change of speed, stops and accelerates in a heartbeat. Very hard to stop.
And what's funny is Preciado came over to guard her as well. She was kind of non-committal. She didn't know if she should stay on Vega or if she was going to continue the drive. She was kind of non-committal and let the attack finish to completion. So Ecuador, I guess you could say they're struggling offensively. 2 of 15 from two-point range, 0 of 3 from beyond the arc. So 2 of 18 total.
Yeah, correct. They made their first shot of the game. Mora with a jumper in the high post location. The same jumper later on made by Salcedo against the 2-3 zone. And really, they, apart from a free throw, they haven't scored since. They still have scoreless in that second quarter.
The last bucket by Ecuador was with 48 seconds left in the first quarter. The last field goal before that was the opening possession of the game for them. So having a great deal of difficulty putting the ball in the hole. Noble-Silla. And the defense for Argentina just so active. They're staying with the cutters and everything. Now the pass intercepted by Vega. Greder kind of lost control of it, was still able to get the pass to Barani. It was knocked out of bounds by Salcedo, and Argentina will retain possession.
There's a problem here. The clock was reset to 14, but there was not a change of possession, so.
Well, they kept it at 14. And now a foul called. I believe it was on Vega. Correction. That was on Boquete. Her first, team's first. Salcedo to Vinuesa. She's trying to find the post, but the defense by Vega too good. Now the switch. Preciado traveled before she got the shot up. It was a good thought. They caught Argentina in the switch, and Preciado attacked the bucket. And she shuffled the feet, though.
Barani
when
came
Barani
back.
came over, yeah.
She came to help immediately. A great rotation from the weak side post on that pick and roll.
Boquete. Barani. Now Vega. Now in the NBA, that's an alley-oop dunk there.
It wasn't a bad pass.
No,
but
it wasn't a bad pass.
If she could have jumped just a little bit higher.
very well-designed play. Vega tried to hit the cutting Agostina Barani, and that's 6'1", one of the bigger players out there, but that was just a little too tall for her. 6 minutes to play, second quarter. Mora from 18. One of the few clean looks that Ecuador has even had since that first bucket. Pavone down to Vega. She drives on Mora. Good drive by Vega, and she draws the foul on Mora. That'll be the second on Mora, and Vega will go to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play.
An explosive move, a rip and go on the baseline. We see the rip and go, and Mora gets caught on that play behind and tries to go for the block. Not the best decision defensively. If you get beat, trying to go for the block is often putting yourself in a position to get fouled.
So now 23-5, pending the free throw attempt by Vega, and she connects. 24-5 now in favor of Argentina. Vega with 3 points. Boy, the drive attempt by Doris Lasso. She ran into the trees and bounced out. Barani. Gretter trying to find Vega, and does, and she's pushed behind by Preciado. I beg your pardon, that is Salcedo. First foul on the captain for Ecuador. Third team foul. Victoria Strante into the game now for Argentina for the first time. Gretter. Yeah, she traveled. She's smiling as she walks away. She knew it. Nice defense by Lasso. She caused her to fumble the ball a little bit. The old up and down. 4:59 to play, second quarter. Argentina leading 24-5.
So that was a foul away from the ball into the post. You see here how it could have gone both ways. Both players seem to be on each other, but the referee judged that it was a defensive foul first.
So that foul charge to Victoria Charante. Outside jumper is no good by Salcedo. Gretter moving to her left, getting it to Gonzalez. Nice little crossover, faking that she was going around the screen. Missed the layup, though. Here comes Lasso. There's been ways that she attacks. Tries the right-hand layup, but she is fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. The foul is on number 10, Agostina Barani, her second.
This is only going to be Ecuador's second trip to the free throw line in this game. And Argentina hasn't have much chance at the free throw. They're only 2 for 3. But they got to convert on these. If they want to put some points on the board, you have to complete the free points.
There. Ecuador now with 6. Trail Argentina by 18, 24-6. Ecuador 2 of 18 from the floor. Vega to Gretter. She pops. Oh, beautiful ball move from the extra pass inside. Vega muscles it back up and in.
A beautiful second effort from Vega, just continuing to instill her presence down low.
And how about the unselfish play by Melissa Gretter? She had the wide open jumper in the lane, and then she saw Vega flash. Got it right to the big, right underneath the bucket. Barani on the post now. She goes right around Liliana Angulo and scores 28-6, and Barani has 6 points now.
Argentina is finding all kinds of ways to score against Ecuador. From steals, shooting the three, driving inside, using their post player, and offensive rebounding. And that's a little bit of a disaster for Ecuador right now.
Lasso's free throw, or three-pointer, I should say, misses everything. And now a foul. That's on Liliana Angulo, her first, team's fourth. So Barani sits down, Santana comes back on. Stephanie Thomas back on as well. Noble Silla back on for Lasso for Ecuador. Boy, if Eduardo Pinto went to bed last night and had a bad dream, I don't think it would be as bad as this.
Well, I'm sure he's not happy about his defense. They started so well on defense. They kept Argentina 1 for 10 in the first 7 minutes of the game, and then it went downhill from there.
Rulo trying to get it into Mora. Pass deflected by Vega. Now Mora has it. Baseline jumper, air ball. Caught in the corner. They reset the shot clock inadvertently.
Didn't touch the rim. Put it to 6, please. 6. 6. Baseline 6. Referee.
Mary Pierre-Malo, yeah, she said she reset it to 6. I think that was a little generous, even because I think that ball was going over the rim with 2.
Well, you have a split second to make a decision, and she was certainly very assertive in her saying that it was 6, so everybody would tend to believe her.
Now there's 2 to shoot after the ball goes back out of bounds again. Into the ball tipped again. That time it was Diana Cabrera. So 1 to shoot for Ecuador. For a moment, it looked as if they were going to let them play, but the shot clock had clearly expired before Argentina had possession of the ball. So again, properly officiated and administered. Gonzalez. Quick split step and then the attack, and then she tried to give it up underneath to Santana, but the pass a little too far. And a turnover for Argentina. 2 for 24 for Ecuador from the field. Angulo looking for somebody. She drives on Santana, up off the glass, no good. Now Greder on the attack, pulls up just outside the free throw line. Thomas changes directions, goes up and draws the foul. That's going to be on Diana Salcedo, her second, 5th on the team. So Stephanie Thomas to the free throw line. Up and in, and it's 29-6 inside of 2 minutes to play, second quarter. Making it even 30. Ecuador has scored 1 point in the second quarter. Now a nice spinning move by Salcedo, but she's fouled on the way up. I think that's going to be on Sandra Pavon. It is, and that's her second.
Both teams will be in bonus to finish this second quarter. If there's one way Ecuador is going to score, it's at the free throw. So now, every time they draw a foul, they get a chance to go for 2 shots. Maybe the only way they'll score some points in this game.
Could be. Keep attacking the hoop and getting to the free throw line. Both free throws good. And it's 30-8. Pavone working around the screen of Cabrera. Now on the right side, it's Gonzalez. Shot fake, steps inside. Misses badly, but there for the rebound is Pavone. 5 to shoot. Gonzalez driving on Noblesilla. Circles around, leaves it for Cabrera, and Cabrera nurses it in.
She was ready. Her hands were there. She was looking at the ball, wanting to make sure she did not miss that pass.
32-8 coming up on a minute left. Now Mora on the drive. Muscles her way past Stephanie Thomas, but can't get the shot to go. Santana to Gonzalez on the right wing. Around the screen by Cabrera. Gets the pass from Santana. Now Thomas for 3. Noblesilla with 35 seconds to play in the half. On the left side. Pazmiño to Salcedo. Noblesilla on the right wing. 6 to shoot. She drives. And she gets it to go. Give her the continuation. The foul's going to be on Deborah Gonzalez, her second. Team's 5th.
And every time Noblesilla has been successful is attacking on her right hand, going all the way to the basket and keeping a good, strong core position to draw the foul. Something Mora didn't do before. If a player just attacks and flicks the ball, even though there's contact, because Mora was saying, hey, foul, foul, but the referee doesn't really want to call this, but Noblesilla is going and keeping strong, which forces the referee to make the call.
Thomas on the attack now with 6 seconds to play. Flips her shot up. No good, but a foul is called. I believe they called that on. Yeah, Rosana Pazmiño, her first.
She really wanted that foul. I mean, she went 2 hands and grabbed each of the shoulder of Thomas. And it's one of those she's thinking, well, there's 6 seconds left to go. And we don't want to create an end-one possibility. So we're going to make sure she doesn't even get the shot out. And certainly was a very strong foul.
Thomas misses the first free throw, but books the second, and it's (33-11).
Argentina will play in full court here for the last 6 seconds.
Noblesilla crashes to the floor as she puts the layup up and does not connect. So that's how the first half is going to end, with Argentina up big, 33-11. They outscore Ecuador 17-6 in that second quarter. Pretty similar to the first quarter, in which Argentina outscored Ecuador 16-5. So we go to half with Argentina up by 22. And if you're Eduardo Pinto, Chantal, what do you say in the locker room?
Well, listen, keeping Argentina to 30-some points in the half is not horrible. 33 points, and, you know, there's been some defensive breakdown, but I think the problem is how is Ecuador going to score against Argentina? That's what they got to figure out. I mean, they've had some open looks. It's going to be a case of they can't miss these open looks. Argentina has been well coached, and they scouted every single set play. Whether Ecuador goes and tries to down screen to open a shooter, Argentina obviously knows the play. They're one step ahead in everything. They're a step ahead in the ball screens as well. They're dominating at the boards. They're leading Ecuador 30-14 in the boards. It's really hard for Ecuador to try to find an open look. So perhaps attacking more. They've been somewhat successful in the free throw line and trying to immediately, when they're open on a shot, they can't afford to miss. They can't afford to be shooting, you know, 11% in a game. 11% at the field goal, 0 for 4 for 0% to 3. That's just simply unacceptable. So Eduardo Pinto will have to come up with some more offensive possibilities.
Let's take a look at some of the numbers from the first half. For Ecuador, 3 of 28 overall for 11%, 3 from 24 inside of 2-point range, 0 for 4 from beyond the arc, 5 of 7 for 71% from free throw line, 14 rebounds, 8 turnovers. Leading scorer is Edith Noblesilla with 4. Argentina, 13 of 33 overall for 39%, 44% from 2-point range, 2 of 8 from beyond the arc, 5 of 9 from the free throw line for 56%. As you mentioned, 31 rebounds for Argentina to only 14 for Ecuador. 8 offensive, 2 offensive for Ecuador. 8 turnovers. Their leading scorer, Deborah Gonzalez with 6, and Agustina Barani with 6. So very well spread around offensively for Argentina. Argentina with a massive edge in points in the paint, 18 to 4. Second chance points, 8 to nothing. And bench points, Argentina has outscored Ecuador 21 to 3. So if you look at all these numbers, you think, boy, this game sounds like it's a blowout. Well, it is, 33 to 11 in favor of Ecuador. Second half action when we come back from Edmonton.
cheer them on, fans. Second half coming up. Argentina 33-11 on Ecuador as we get ready for the second half, day 2, the 2015 FIBA Americas Women's Championship.
Yeah, but the door's open, so you can't see it. The door to the Canada basketball office is closed, so it's the one to the left back. Chicago.
Are you really a love Chicago?
Yeah.
Wow. So, what minor league are you involved with?
Well, it's called the Midwest Professional Basketball Association.
Well, I never met baseball.
Oh, no, basketball.
Oh, sorry.
The team that I'm with, we have been part of the league for 3 years. We won the championship our first 2 years that we were in it. And the third year, there was some really shady dealings going on.
Surprise?
Yeah, and right before the playoffs started, they basically tried to force us to give up home court advantage and go play a game with a team that was owned by who had previously won a championship.
What age group is that?
Pardon?
What age group?
This is men's professional. This is 22 and up. So essentially, right before the playoffs started, we were going for our third straight championship. They kicked us out of the league. Yeah. Yeah. We give up our home court advantage. Well, plus, they right before all this, they changed the playoff format as well to benefit this other team. And we had a game. Another gentleman and I started our own league. And so from scratch, we built a 16 league. Yes. We started a 16 league. In fact, we started August 29th last year. We're not even a year old. So in a matter of 3 months, we put together a 16 league. And online, yes. Well, the league has part ownership in all the teams. We hired all the team staffs in the local areas. I hired all the media people. And we put together a broadcast deal with our web provider. We actually found a company that did online streaming and a company that did websites. And the company that did websites did a little bit of online streaming. And the company that did websites, so they were essentially competitors in both markets. And I said, look, guys, you're best at this. You're best at this. Here's what we want to do.
As we'd like to send a special thank you to Terry Farmer and Taylor for their support of the 2015 FIBA Americas Women's Championship.
To run and to
We also like to thank Excel and our media partner, Players Houston.
We do a lot of trades. The players will get paid. The coaches get paid. Some of them have other jobs, but these guys, the goal of our league is to try to get players into either the D-League contracts in Europe or South America or China. Yeah. Right, yeah. Yep.
That's the lure for the guys, right?
Yep.
Awesome. Like, love talking to you more about that.
Yeah, sure.
Sino para seleccionar o para encontrar algo más de espacio en el
Welcome back to the Saville Community Sports Center on the campus of the University of Alberta in Edmonton. Lovely facility, lovely campus, and a very lovely city. And heading into the second half, Ecuador has a pretty big hill to climb, trailing 33-11. Chantal Vallée, we talked about it coming out of the first half. What does Ecuador have to do to try to get back in this one?
Well, they have to make sure they can score some points. However that happens, doesn't matter at this point. Driving, getting the free throw line, taking open shots, not hesitating, maybe scoring off that defense, maybe bringing some pressure. They need to try to create something to change the momentum of that game, or it will slip away as each quarters go by.
A couple of numbers that jump out at me is that Ecuador only had 2 offensive rebounds in the first half. And that being said, they only had 8 turnovers. So it's not like they're kicking the ball around. They are just missing shots, and Argentina is forcing them into bad shots.
Absolutely, 3 for 28, shooting 11%. 28 shots is decent to take in a half.
So Argentina with the first possession of the second half. Santana left elbow. Her pass is intercepted by Pazmiño. Ecuador can't convert on the break, but they get the rebound.
That's an example of the shot they need to make. They have a great fast break of the rebound, but they miss an easy layup.
Now the feed inside to Mora. And Mora starts off the second half, as she did the first, with a nice look and a bucket, 33-13. I think Ecuador also has to be patient. You can't score a 20-point basket, so you have to take it when you can get it, not try to force anything. Santana with the left-hand shot. That won't go. Tipped out by Mora and controlled by Noblesilla. She attacks, spin move, hanging. Boquete pulls it up, and now Gretter. Stephanie Thomas along the baseline. She loses control, but a foul called. That's going to be on Diana Salcedo, her third.
Ecuador started the game with 3 layups. Salcedo missed one, Mora converted, and then Noblesilla missed one as well.
Well, if you can start off a half with 3 layups, you're doing something right. Thomas around the screen by Vega, pops from the free throw line. Good defense by Caicedo, and the shot is no good. Salcedo over to Noblesilla, around the screen, back to Mora. Shot clock at 10. Now the drive by Pazmiño, no. Gretter to Thomas. She pops from the left wing, no good. Rebound Mora. Into the corner. Pazmiño, her 3 is no good. At least Ecuador seems to be getting some open looks so far in this second half.
Well, they've already taken 6 shots, and so that's very good of them in just a little over 2 minutes.
Gretter with the nice feed underneath, and a beautiful finish there by Ornella Santana.
This is Argentina's first basket this quarter. First basket of the second half. It came after 2.5 minutes of play.
Caicedo to Mora. Over to Noblesilla right wing. Good job by Thomas bodying Caicedo out of the lane. Pazmiño to Mora. Back out to Caicedo, 3 on the way. Short, Mora fighting in there for the rebound. And she goes down to the floor, gets tied up. And possession will stay with Ecuador. Caicedo, 10 to shoot. Noblesilla guarded by Gretter on the left wing. Now Salcedo changes hands. Difficult shot by Salcedo.
Yes, that was absolutely athletic from her, driving left and in the air, changed twice between her left and her right, and finished left again.
Give her a top hat and a rabbit with those fast hands. I'll say, or rather, Noble Silla with the steal.
One of the things that Ecuador is doing a little bit better in this quarter is that off the rebound, they are running better. They haven't run the floor all that much, and obviously this is something they must have addressed at halftime.
3-point shot by Salcedo hits nothing but net. Unfortunately, it did not pass through the hoop on the way down, so that is a missed shot and a turnover. Greder, Thomas, Santana. Good movement by Argentina on this offensive possession. They're trying to get it to Vega. She's hounded, kicks it out to Boquete. 3 on the way is no good. Back tapped and taken by Thomas. She saw a little bit of a lane and attacked.
Yeah, way to stay focused here on getting that rebound, and instead of setting up the offense this time, she saw the opening, decided to go right away. Great decision from Argentina.
Salcedo on the drive baseline. She connects.
And she keeps asking for the foul, and Argentina's playing very rough basketball. I would say there's contact almost every single time, but players need to stay very solid to make sure that they force the referee to call those fouls.
Greder. She's a great ball handler, is Greder. And Argentina not paying attention to the shot clock. Stephanie Thomas says, that figures, I drain a 3.
Well, that is a good defensive possession for Ecuador. We'll see here, she was calling for that contact before, just as she's making the layup, just before she released the ball, and she might have been right on this one.
Yeah, there was a fair amount of contact. But this is FIBA. They will allow some contact. Mora to Salcedo. Doing a little wheeling and dealing. Top of the key now. Caicedo across the lane, throws that up. That's no good. Vega the rebound. And here comes Argentina back the other way. Vega on the drive. Boy, she was a little bit out of control, but she's going to get Edith Noble Silla on the foul. Noble Silla's second on the team.
It's rare to see her all the way extended to the three-point line. It might have been better for Noble Silla to just let her drive and try to stay in front of her. It's not Vega's most potent place to be on the floor, and so I think Noble Silla should have been able to stop her without trying to take a foul here.
Vega approaching a double-double with now 7 points and 8 rebounds. And it's 39-17. Ecuador has already scored as many points this quarter as they did in either of the first 2. And now a long jumper by Mora.
If they can play that in and out game with Mora or even Salcedo at the top, they can be very successful this way.
Gonzalez. She gets it back now into the corner for Greder. 3 on the way, that's no good. Beg your pardon, that was Sandra Pavone who's checked in. Salcedo, more contact up off the glass and in.
She's still asking for that contact, but what a great finish. Again, Ecuador trying to transition the ball and now leading 8-6 over Argentina in that third quarter.
So Ecuador finally seeming to find a little bit of an offensive flow.
We'll see a little bit of the contact here again. The high-low, the ball goes low, back high for Mora.
Nice catch and shoot, quick release.
It is, and that's Mora's shot.
Pazmiño has a seat. Placing her. Over 3 now by Gonzalez. That's her third 3 of the game.
She's definitely dangerous for them at that position. 3 for 3. She hasn't missed. She should never be left open from now until the end of the game. And here's a high-low game again.
Salcedo. Shoe came completely off.
And she's still sitting at the other end of the floor. None of the referee have even noticed what is going on.
Well, she wasn't injured, so it was her choice to sit down. And another 3
Gonzalez.
by Argentina. That's Gonzalez.
4 for 4.
Boy, Ecuador was finding themselves with a little life, and then back-to-back 3s by Gonzalez.
Four for 4 the three-point shot today. And here, 2 screens set by Argentina, a double screen on and out of bounds to get open, Gonzalez open to the 3.
45-21 in favor of Argentina. Now a 3 by Caicedo is no good. Barani the rebound. Hand-to-hand combat there. Fiorato to Barani. Her short jumper is in. Nice shot by Barani. She's got 8.
And just like that, as Ecuador was having the lead, they lose it again on leaving shooters open.
Noble Silla on the right wing. Shot clock down to 7. Caicedo. Florchum, her shot won't go. Now the long outlet pass to Rossett. Barani working on Noble Silla, drops it to Rossett. The defense by Moore to cut her off. Another 3 on the way is no good, but the follow by Rossett. Barani down low, double teamed out to Rossett. She drives, gets it to Barani. Barani with 10, another nice short mid-range jumper by Barani.
The problem here is that they are great shots, and Argentina is doing their job into hitting these shots, but they are not being contested. It's always easier to make a shot when you're open than to make it when there's a hand in your face.
Caicedo on the drive, splits the defense. Beautiful move, but the shot won't go. Pavon into the front court. Gives it to Gonzalez. Barani on the baseline. Oh, beautiful 2-man game between Barani and Fiorato. Count the basket and the foul.
They're moving really well in that zone, against that zone defense. They're going to an area called the short corner, passing, cutting, give and go. And the zone of Ecuador is static. They can't anticipate the cuts. Every player is just looking at the ball, not looking behind them to see who may cut the basket, and they get surprised that way. 51 points for Argentina halfway through the third. Argentina is a team on the international scene that has had a hard time scoring. At the Pan Ams, they average 55 points a game, and here they are almost already at their game average, only halfway through the third quarter. So a difficulty for Ecuador, both stopping Argentina and scoring on offense.
Foul before the timeout was on Maria Mora, her third on the team.
tiene que tener agresividad ofensiva, porque van a llegar al gol.
Vamos, vamos, dale, 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 dale.
Barani and Gonzalez leading the way for Argentina with 12 points apiece. Gonzalez doing it the hard way. All of her points from long range. .5 to play in this third quarter. Barani goes to the free throw line. Can't convert the three-point play, and Salcedo tracks down the rebound. Ecuador playing for one possession. Game clock down to 7. Florchum out to Salcedo. One to shoot, and she does not get it off. So more action in this third quarter, but Argentina still with a big lead at 51-21. Argentina, or rather Ecuador, scoring 10 points in that third quarter. They were hanging with Argentina for a good part of it, but then Argentina exploded, and they have a 30-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. We're back in a moment from Edmonton. Welcome back to the Saville Community Sports Center on the campus of University of Alberta in scenic Edmonton. Ecuador finding themselves down 30 points heading into this fourth quarter, trailing Argentina 51-21. And as we got the stat sheet handed to us there, Chantal Vallée, you circled a couple of numbers.
Well, there is some rebounding discrepancies between both countries. Argentina 42 to Ecuador's 20 total rebound. Argentina already in double-digit offensively, 10 offensive rebound, 32 defensive rebound. And of course, when Ecuador only scores 18% at the field goal, they will allow for a lot of rebounds.
Beautiful feed to Barani underneath, and now she leads all scorers with 14 points. Don't forget, coming up after this one, at 3:15 local time or thereabouts, depending on when this one ends, it's the Virgin Islands against Venezuela. Then we'll have a bit of a break. But at 6:30, the host nation Canada will take on Chile. And then at 8:45, it's Cuba and the Dominican Republic. Chum hits the free throw. The foul was on Celia Fiorato, her first. Argentina did not commit a foul in that third quarter. We talked about the big run that Argentina was on in the first half. In the second half, they outscored Ecuador 14-1 over the last 3 minutes and 40 seconds of the third quarter. foul was on Flor Chum. Second free throw, no good. Tracked down in the corner, though, by Barani. And Argentina gets a second chance. Gonzalez to Barani. She's bottled up. Kicks it out. Three on the way by Rosset. That's no good. Rebound, Preciado. And now a steal by Rosset. She goes up and lays it in with the right hand, and it's 56-22.
This is one of the few turnovers from Ecuador that hasn't been much of an issue for them. This is only their 7th turnover of the game. Not bad for being in the 4th quarter, but they just can't score.
Now a three on the way. That's no good by Andrea Munoz.
And that's the reason why they haven't been able to score. They're 0 for 7 in the 3. And players like Persmino and Florchum, they need to be able to convert some three-point shots for that country.
Gonzalez with a nice drive and dish. Celia Fiorado scores from in close to make it 58-22. Now another steal by Argentina. Fiorado scores again.
And that's not going to help Ecuador's case if they start turning the ball over like this. Argentina is hungry. This is the first game of the tournament. They were off yesterday. On every single steal, they run the floor and they outrun Ecuador.
60-22. The lead has ballooned to 38. Chum on the nice drive. She draws the foul. Can't finish with the right hand, but she will go to the free throw line. I believe the foul's going to be on Fiorado. It was her second.
Florchum has played almost 12 minutes for her team, but the last 2 times she touched the ball in the 4th quarter are the only time she's actually even taken a shot. She's 31 years old. She's a veteran for Team Ecuador, and she can actually shoot the three-point shot. It's good to see her a little more active, but maybe coming out in the 4th quarter more aggressive is not early enough for Florchum.
She hits both free throws, makes it 60-24. Nice ball movement by Argentina again. Gonzalez, Barani, quick spin move, shot won't go. Rebound to Chum, she gets it to Gonzalez. Chum on the attack, and she's fouled hard by Rosset.
Well, she decided to come up and play. There's 7 minutes left of the game, though. A great drive on the left hand this time. Both drive before were on her right-hand side, and she's found a way to break down that defense quite easily.
So Fiorado sits down. Chum can't get the first free throw in. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I think we've yet to see Gisela Vega in this 4th quarter. Second free throw is good, 60-25.
I think if you're Christian Santander, the coach, you want to rest Vega. She was rehabbing her knee surgery, and he used her as a starter to the first game she has started since that knee injury that happened a year ago. So he's probably very happy with her minutes. In her game today, she's 2 for 4 in 20 minutes of play. 9 points total, 8 rebounds. That's a good game for her. He's probably going to rest her and keep her for the rest of the tournament.
Lasso throws it to no one in particular, and a 2-on-none fast break for Argentina. And it doesn't get any easier than that for Macarena Rosset.
And Ecuador is not even trying at this point in time to get back on defense and stop the bleeding.
Rosso tried to run a little screen roll there. Now a three from the corner is no good. I don't think we've seen Maria Mora in this fourth quarter yet either. Barani working on Preciado. Now the three from Gonzalez. Oh, I thought that was in. From the angle we had, it looked like that was going to drop straight through.
She might have gone 5 for 5, but for now she'll have to be in the game with 4 for 5, which is not bad at all.
Yeah, you'll take 4 for 5 from beyond the arc any game.
Absolutely.
Coming up on 5 minutes to play in this first contest of day 2. Group B affair between Argentina and Ecuador. Barani misses. But another offensive rebound for Argentina. Quick pass underneath, and Doris Lasso just elbows to the floor.
Oh, Ecuador is not even trying to box out or fight for these rebounds. They're just trying to jump, and it looks like they want this game to end as soon as possible at this point in time.
Here comes Vega.
Oh, interesting substitution from Argentina to bring back their star post in the game.
Maybe just give her a couple more minutes, get a little wind. And then get her the bag of ice. Lasso has it tipped out of bounds by Rosset. So it'll remain Ecuador ball with 14 to shoot. Don't forget, again, coming up at 3:15 local time, Virgin Islands taking on Venezuela. Then at 6:30, Canada and Chile. And then the nightcap at 8:45, Cuba and the Dominican Republic. Should be a good game between those Caribbean neighbors, and a steal, but Maria Vinuesa unable to convert the fast break. Rosset to Vega. Her shot, no good, but another offensive rebound. Beautifully done by Deanne Cabrera. Works her way into the lane strongly with the left hand and up and in.
That was a tough basket all the way on the left hand against pretty much 3 of Ecuador's defender, and she was able to pull that through with a little bit of a finish away from her body.
Now a long 3 on the way, and that is good. Maria Vinuesa.
This is Ecuador's first 3 of the game. They are 1 for 10 at the 3-point shot. The team's not going to win many games shooting 1 for 10 at the 3.
Not when they're shooting 8 for 40 from inside the 3-point range. Vega in close. She's got 9 now. One player whose name that we mentioned that has not really filled up the scorebook, but I think really has done a lot very well on the court, is the gal with the ball right now, Melissa Gretter. She is so solid handling the ball.
She's very dynamic, and she will almost barely ever create a turnover for her team. She's a leader, but she's not known as a good scorer internationally. She's played in Argentina, she's played in Spain professionally. She's back in Argentina this year, and one of the things that Melissa Gretter will have to do to improve her game in order to improve her country's game is become a scorer.
Another bucket by Vinuesa, and it's 66-30, coming up on 2 minutes to play in the game. Oh, and a nice lead for Vega on the drive by Rosset. I'm really impressed with Vega's hands. Really, all the bigs on Argentina, their hands always seem to be in the proper position. So when somebody drives and they leave them a pass, it's right in their hands and they go straight up with it.
No, you're absolutely right. Her coach likes to say, you know, she has soft hands, meaning she can catch about anything that comes her way. And Flor Chom again going for the drive. For her, that is the 5th time that she's going to get to drive this quarter, and every time gets to the free throw line.
Foul on Giselle Vega, her first. Now Charante back on, Fiorato back on as well. Vega sits down. Well, she got her couple of minutes.
And a couple of points. She's got to be happy about that. She's healthy, jogging to the bench, so a good substitution at this point in time with 1:37 to go.
Free throw by Chum is good. Chum hits them both. And Floor Chum now with 6 points. Nice change of direction there by Gretter. Fiorato, the 18-footer, nothing but net for Celia Fiorato. And it's 70-32, back up close to a 40-point lead.
Very rare for Argentina to break the 70 points in international basketball.
Oh, with a nice feed underneath, over the top pass by Barahona. Diana Cabrera commits the foul, her first, 5th on the team. So Preciado will go to the free throw line.
Argentina, as you had mentioned, Greg, did not take even one foul in the entire 3rd quarter, but here, they're already above 5.
1 minute to play here in Edmonton in this first game of the afternoon. Group B contest between Argentina and Ecuador. Argentina will win this one handily.
Offensive foul charge to Argentina's number 9, Celia Fiorato.
Celia Fiorato called for the offensive foul there. Now the drive by Lasso, she draws a foul. And Agostina Barani, her 3rd.
This will give her the chance to get on the scoring board. She's been held scoreless in over 60 minutes of play in this game. And here it goes.
Actually, I believe they charged that foul to Melissa Gretter, her 2nd. Gretter, hounded by Lasso, just about turns it over. Gretter is so crisp with her passing as well. And now the blocked shot in there by Preciado.
Thank you.
There you get a good look at Melissa Gretter, 22-year-old from Santa Fe. Shot clock is off, game clock now just under 20. As the next two combatants prepare to come onto the floor, Virgin Islands and Venezuela.
One of the rare putbacks here from Ecuador, still battling.
Half a second left.
Argentina's bench is standing and hugging each other. They're gonna be happy. This is their first win on their first game, so this is how you want to start a tournament if you are Argentina at this point in time.
So the final score, Argentina 70, Ecuador 35. They double them up. And Ecuador really, except for a couple of spurts here and there, never really could find any rhythm offensively. They found a couple of things that worked here and there, but never really were able to stick with it with any kind of consistency, as they finished 10 of 44 from two-point range, 1 of 10 from three-point range for 10%, 12 of 19 from the free throw line for 63%. Argentina, on the other hand, 52% from two-point range, 25 of 48, 4 of 15 from beyond the arc. 8 of 14 from the free throw line. The rebounding edge vastly in favor of Argentina, 41-21. Only 4 offensive rebounds for Ecuador, 14 for Argentina. Argentina actually ended up with more turnovers than Ecuador, 16-11. Big difference in points in the paint as well, 42 for Argentina, just 16 for Ecuador. And the bench for Argentina far outscoring the bench from Ecuador, 48-17. So Argentina gets its first win. They're at 1-0. Ecuador falls to 1-1 in Group B play. Argentina next will take on the Virgin Islands tomorrow, while Ecuador will face the mighty Brazilians. We've got another game coming up here shortly at 3:15 or thereabouts. We'll give you the exact time if we get it before we go off air, between the Virgin Islands and Venezuela. Chantal Valet, one last look at the score sheet. Anything jumping out at you?
Well, I think that obviously for Argentina, scoring over 70 points is something very special for them. And in great part, we should credit the 20 assists. They completely destroyed Ecuador's defense, whether it was their individual defense, their zone defense, finding each other, playing as a team. A good offensive output for Argentina today.
Barani led with 14 points. Gonzalez had 12 on those 4 3-pointers. Giselle Vega had 11 points and 8 rebounds. Barani also had 8 rebounds. Celia Fioretto with 8 points and 6 boards. For Ecuador, they were led by Diana Salcedo with 8 points. Maria Mora had 6. Leading rebounder was Preciado with 5. That'll do it for this first game. For my partner Chantal Valet, I'm Craig Feta saying so long for now from Edmonton. We'll be back shortly with Game 2 of the afternoon, Virgin Islands and Venezuela. We'll talk to you in just a bit.